This is Sollog from Sollog.com. That's S-O-L-L-O-G. This is my website. I'm known around the world for my prophecies, which I write about visions of the future I have while I astral travel. So now you'll see on my site my prophecies of Sollog, etc. On my blog you'll see a prophecy called the Terrorism Prophecy. It's on YouTube, so you can play it. You can see it's time-stamped. And the Terrorism Prophecy warned how at the end of last year I saw that there was going to be a massive increase around the world in terrorism, which we're now starting to see. Now, this is all connected to my site called the Pentagramofblood.com. If you go to Pentagram of Blood, you'll see the most famous pentagram right here, which is the one that's over North America. And in that pentagram, you'll see almost every major mass death event in the USA in the last 20 or so years has occurred on these 5 lines, from 9/11 to all the school shootings like Columbine, VA Tech, Great Haiti Quake, hurricanes, Waco. Anyway, there's a lot of death on the Pentagram of Blood in America, but there's also a Pentagram of Blood that's over Europe. And if you click the Europe link, this shows the European Pentagram of Blood. And basically, I wrote about this in 2007, how it starts up here in Archangel, Russia. Yes, there's a city or a region called Archangel. It connects to Tripoli and Cairo, the pyramid in Cairo. It connects to Stonehenge and Volgograd over in Moscow. Now, in my 2007 prophecy called the 13th Winter Solstice Prophecies, the European prophecy has a link to Google that stores the prophecy right here. So when you click that link, it's going to take you to Google Groups where it was archived. And you can see in the archive that, you know, it was issued right at the beginning of 2008. I actually wrote at the end of 2007. That time the U.S. government was illegally detaining me in their prison system for something I didn't do. But I'm out now. So you see that I wrote it on the winter solstice of 2007. One of my fans posted it to Usenet beginning of 2008. It's all time-stamped. And in that prophecy about there's a Death Star over Europe, I named certain cities such as Istanbul, which was just struck with massive terrorism in the airport. I also named Paris, which then had the Paris bombing. I named Tripoli, which had a bunch of terrorism since then. Also named Cairo, which has had a bunch of terrorism since then. So all the areas I named in my Europe Death Star, or Pentagram of Blood, has been struck. And you can see how the pentagram connects major famous sites such as the pyramids near Cairo, Archangel up in Russia, Stonehenge, etc. So here you have the Paris terrorism, you have the Istanbul terrorism, had plenty of terrorism in Tripoli and terrorism in Cairo. So when you consider that I've been writing for almost 20 years about the Pentagram of Blood in the United States, which is a huge pentagram over North America, and now the European Pentagram of Blood is also having massive terrorism. You can see that mass death events that appear to be random aren't that random at all. They're happening on these ancient energy lines connected to solstice line and solstice energy, and that's why most of these ancient monuments lie on only a few solstice lines throughout the world. If you go to solsticelines.com, that's my book on solstice lines and how all the ancient monuments from Easter Island to Nazca to Machu Picchu to Cairo to Stonehenge to the Bosnian pyramids, etc. They're all on a winter and summer solstice line that crosses the world. And these pentagrams are appearing. There's actually 7 of these pentagrams of blood that I've written about that fit all 7 major continents. One over Asia, one over India, one over the Middle East, one over Africa, one over South America, one over North America. So these events are very real, people. It's all connected to my warning about an asteroid strike is going to happen after 2022. So if you're not located in the high mountains of South America, Canada, or North China, you're basically in an area that 99.9% of humanity will be terminated in. So you need to realize these events are happening as I prophesized, so you could heed my warning about the asteroid strike that's happening over 2022. It's part of the reason why the government has harassed me over the years and legally detained me, harassed my family and myself for many, many years. I had to defend a lot of cases in U.S. federal courts for my writings. The government used them as threats. Luckily, the judges in the U.S. legal system view them as prophecies and religious writings. So my work is protected, but yet I still get harassed by the government. My terrorism prophecy at the end of 2015 warned that there's going to be an accelerated period where basically you have global terrorism now starting all over the planet. So I list all the cities in my terrorism prophecy. My newer prophecies are all on YouTube, so you go to YouTube and look at my prophecy videos. And you'll see that I'm putting out exact location information about these events before they happen. A lot of the dates are interconnected to a few special dates like solstices. This event in Istanbul just happened very close to the summer solstice, a few days away. Paris event happened on 113, another date. It's in my writings over and over again. So you can be a skeptic and stay where you are, and when the asteroid hits, you're dead. Or you can heed my warning and start relocating to what's known as safe zones. And then you might be one of the lucky humans that survive the asteroid strike that's coming. This is Sollog, S-O-L-L-O-G. Go to my Sollog.com site and you can read about my prophecies. And I've written over 100 books. My books are there, and educate yourself about what's really going on.